All right, everyone, I am here with Hayden Schlossberg, co-creator of Cobra Kai. Genius. I think all you guys are fans of Terry Silver, but Hayden is a special fan. So we have a kinship here amongst you, all you Terry Silver fans out there. So Hayden, let's talk about Cobra Kai Season 6.
Right. What do you want to know? I'm not like the other guys.
Okay, all right. So
ask away.
Okay, very good. Does Terry Silver get out of jail? That's okay. He doesn't have to answer that.
Do you want me to answer that? Or?
I kind of don't.
Then I won't.
Yeah, but you've seen the movement to save Silver.
I have. Yes. Okay. I've seen the Save Silver campaign.
Okay.
I am 100%. I'm a huge Terry Silver fan, so I don't want him personally to be like left in oblivion.
Sure.
I want him to wreak, whether you call it havoc or whatever you'd want to call it. So
great leadership.
Yeah, havoc or leadership or, is he a mentor? Is he a monster? I don't know.
Right.
I actually do know. But it's, it's a big last episode. And, but we also have a final season. So anything is possible.
That's great. Well, as far as Season 6, what's the status? Like, what has happened? We have this writer's strike here that's impacted everything, and we saw the news that production's been shut down. So can you give everyone kind of a status update with Cobra Kai Season 6?
Yeah, it's just been delayed like every other show right now. It was weird. Our first day of shooting was like the day the strike was going to be determined, so we knew going into it that was a possibility, but it was only a possibility, so we had to be ready to shoot the whole season. Now, we don't have all the episodes. When we start a season, we don't have all the episodes written. Usually we have a few episodes that are finished, a few episodes that are kind of in an in-between stage, and then a few that haven't been started yet. And that's kind of where we were at. And it's weird to go full steam ahead ready, but then having to hit the brakes right away. But, we were prepared for both possibilities. So, we'll take advantage of the break and, look at it with fresh eyes and try to have it, turn lemons into lemonade with it. But the only frustrating thing is we want to be shooting it. Fans want to see it. We want to see it. So, there's a delay as a result of that, but you didn't know when it was coming out anyway.
Right.
So you don't know whether it's going to be a delay or not, really. So don't even worry about that.
I gotcha. Well, and just so we know, I know there's been a lot of talk about when seasons are released. Is that something ahead of time when you're going into shooting a season, or is that determined later by the distributor like Netflix?
It varies sometimes, and sometimes there's outside forces that change plans. We've had situations where you're thinking it's going to be a certain release date and then it changes. So, we had an idea of how the final season was, there was talk about that, but we also knew that could change. And, now with the strike, things are kind of up in the air. But listen, it's one of Netflix's big shows, and we've already, kind of gotten into the writer's room on it. So it will happen. It's just, let's just cross our fingers that the strike goes, by quickly, and that there's a good deal for writers so that we can get back to work.
Right. Now, you're obviously a writer yourself. You're a director. You're a producer. You've seen all of these. You oversee all of these elements coming together. You're a showrunner. Actually, you can tell people, what is a showrunner? What does that do? What does a showrunner do?
I feel like it's kind of like being it's like in movie terms, it's like being the director in the sense that you're involved with all the departments for all the episodes. Like each episode has a director that's focused on directing that episode, and I feel like the showrunner's job is to kind of almost be the director, the macro director of all episodes. But that's like that goes with the production, but that also goes with the writers' room. So like, we're sort of overseeing the writer's room, we're overseeing the production, and then when it comes to post, it's really the editors, who are doing the nitty gritty, but we're overseeing all that stuff.
I gotcha. And so all of those elements that you oversee, how important is writing to that?
not really important. It's kind of like, a formality, let's just say. You could just, no, it's, for us, I was shocked, like, going into this industry. I always just felt writers were the most important thing because, the things that when I fell in love with movies and TV shows, I was always obsessed with who came up with this. Where does this come from? Whose brain did it come from? And John and I, when we were friends, we bonded over the fact that we knew, like, the Zucker brothers. And
Yes.
Zucker brothers directed Airplane and Naked Gun, but they also wrote Airplane and Naked Gun.
Right.
It wasn't just, we became directors not because we felt, they're the auteurs of art, but because we felt that, we didn't want to write something and then hand it off to somebody. We're control freaks, so we wanted to be there every step of the way. But as far as I'm concerned, especially when it comes to comedy, the writer is so crucial and important. It begins and ends there. And not to take, any credit away from directors and actors. I, direct. You can't do it without everyone. It's a collaborative medium. But all the other people have something to start with. They have a script. Writers don't have anything. There's a blank page. It's the most creative part of the process. That's what I love about it. It's also the most challenging part. That's why we deserve the most money.
That's great. Well, Hayden, thank you for joining me today here on the Picket Lines. Very cool to learn about all of this. As far as Cobra Kai Season 6, you had previously teased that if every other...
This guy. Had to crash the boss.
Oh, amazing. Thomas, amazing. You had previously...
He's clearly gotten out here. Like, so we'll see. Maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, indeed. But you had previously said that if every other season of Cobra Kai were like a meal, Season 6 is going to be like Thanksgiving.
Right.
Like a Thanksgiving dinner. Is there another tease that you can give us to convey the magnitude of what we have to look forward to in Season 6?
I'll just say, we felt you just feel like you could, each season we try to top ourselves. And the last season was friggin' crazy, so it's like, how do you top yourself without it becoming absolutely ridiculous? Well, I don't know. It may be absolutely ridiculous, but if we are going to top ourselves, it's going to be so... the Saikai Taikai is going to, play a role. And, it's just, it's going to have a lot of what I loved in the big sequels of the 80s. A lot of this, like, kind of big international feel, but mixed in with all the payoffs of stuff that we've set up over the years. So it should be very satisfying. We'll see if it gets made. But
That's great.
yeah.
We know it will get made. We know it's going to be amazing. And Hayden Schlossberg, thank you so much for talking to me today. And best of luck. And we all hope that the deal can be reached as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Writers. Let's do it.
Thanks, Hayden.
All right.
Appreciate it.